What's going on, everybody? Range test on the 3PV Futaba. Picked it up yesterday. I'm gonna do a range test just with the stock antenna, the TFHSS setup. I do not have intention of keeping it stock. I do have full intentions of putting a booster on this radio and going from there, going forward. That is the plan. Currently waiting on a couple of the cables to come in for a new booster and see what happens with this new setup. I don't think it's going to be very far, but who knows. So let's get out there and see what it does. Alright, so I walked down there to that next telephone pole and the car started backing up on its own. I thought it was brake, which was the fail-safe, but it was not. Apparently it's backward. It probably backed up about 25 feet, I'd say, on its own. So I'm going to bring it down to this point, which is right where the radio link with no booster had an issue. It was right in between these two telephone poles. So I'm going to bring it down here and we're going to check the distance on it. (1,276 feet). So right around this area, I walked down to that telephone pole and it was no good. So y'all can see it's 1,276 feet. So let's I'm gonna go back and see if I can get it going the other way also. So I at least know that I can still go right about here, which is the same as the radio link with AA batteries in it, with nothing else. This is right where it would start having problems and I would lose it. So, which is about the same. So that's pretty cool to me. All right, maybe I can see it better if it's in front of the car. I had it behind the car. Thank you, kind sir. Slowing down, being courteous. Track start. So now we're testing again. Maybe this time I can see it, because it's 1, he's passing the telephone pole right now, that's 2, he's at a second telephone pole, that's 3, and just past that third telephone pole is where things got screwy. So 2, 3. So maybe this time, man, there's a lot of traffic. The masses have awoken. So I got to here, I turned around, the car drove off. I turned the fail-safes off, but the car drove off the side of the road. It's about 2 telephone pole lengths. (659 feet). I was about in the middle when I turned around, in between that telephone pole and this one. It's hard to tell because of the trees, but I was right in the middle. So it's probably about the same, maybe 1,200 feet. 700 here, maybe 1,000 feet this way. But there's a lot less Wi-Fi-age and going on over here than there is down there where the houses are. So I don't know why it keeps moving on its own when it shouldn't, because I have the fail-safe off, 0%. It's all off, so needs a booster. I'm gonna have some fun now. Alright, so what I have is another antenna tube. This one I had straight out the back. And I want to see if there's any difference at all in running it straight out the top. So I'll give it a test and we shall see. Alright, so I stuck the antenna out the top. I am 4 telephone poles away from where it is sitting, including the one that it's sitting at. I'm going to see if I can get it out on the road. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a distance test right here. Stop. Read. 997 feet. So that's this telephone pole. So stuck the antenna at the top. It's definitely a little bit better. It did not move off the side of the road. The last time I tried to walk down here with the antenna underneath the body, it was right around in there. It drove itself off the road and did something stupid. So anyway, that's a good test. So you have about 1,000 feet of safe, I wouldn't even call it safe, of iffy signal.